go over each answer. So mark them wrong and right. Make sure you're checking your work with me. Ready? Okay. So I'm just going to go through this on my own today. So make sure, like I said, you're checking your own work. I'm starting on the side with the letter. So I'm multiplying, so I'm going to divide by 1/12 on each side. Okay, I'm going to do my keep, change, flip. So I'm going to keep 6, put it over 1, change, and flipping 1/12. So my answer should have been 72. Okay. Next one, again, I'm starting on the side with the letter. I'm multiplying, so I'm going to divide by -2/3. Yep, I know, that's okay. Okay, so again, I'm going to do my keep, change, flip. Keep, change, making sure to keep my negative there. Okay, so I should have -180/2, and when I divide that, I should get -90. Okay, I would say -1/2 if you don't have that negative there. We want to make sure we're remembering to keep those. Again, starting on the side with the letter, it's telling me to multiply, so I'm going to divide. Again, what? Yeah, each time I do that, if you like to cancel out and cross it out, you can do that. So I'm going to do my keep, change, flip. I don't know why I hear people talking behind me. I'm going to keep my -21. I'm going to change its multiplication and then flip 8/7. Carly? Thank you. I was going to say I can save myself here. 7 changes to a 1. And -21 to a -3. Thank you. So that helps me out. A negative times a negative is a positive. So I'm left with 24/1 or
equals 24.
Good. All right, so now we've got decimals, and you probably use your calculators, but even though you use those, you still have to show me what you did. Okay? Starting on the side with the letter. It's telling me to multiply. I'm going to divide by 1.2. So that cancels out. I'm left with B is what?
B equals 8.
Very good. I'm going to have to trust you guys, have you help me out on those. Okay? Next one. I'm starting on my side with the letter. Dividing once again by 0.75. Canceling out. I'm recording right now, so if I need to start calling out names and emailing this to parents, I will. Okay? -9 divided by 0.75. Help me out. Not going to be -36.
25.
12.
12, yeah, it's
12?
12. Yeah, it's 12.
I don't know.
Positive 12?
It's -12.
Thank you. Yeah, we've got a negative here, so we got to make sure to keep that negative. So fix it if you need to. Okay?
I'm just going to find my hand right now.
Number 6. Again, starting on the side with the letter. Same pattern. Dividing. I'm keeping my negative. Divided by -15.9. Okay, I've got a negative divided by a negative, so my answer will be
Positive.
positive. And what should it be?
26.
Yeah, what she said.
Okay, I was going to say, I agree on 26. Good. Okay, I'm going to scroll down a little bit to number 7. Again, I'm starting on the side with the letter. So I'm going to divide by 3 1/10. But what could I do first to make it a little bit easier for me, Carly?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, make them improper. So I'm going to make them improper. So I'm going to change it to 31/10s equals, looks like 31/5. Okay, so still on my side with the letter, so I'm going to divide by 31/10. I'm keeping my fraction over here, changing, flip, and flipping.
And that will equal 2.
Wait, you can reduce.
Yeah, so I'm going to do some reducing, right?
1, 1.
Oh.
then 5 can go into 10 twice.
Wait, what?
5 can go into 10
There's
twice.
someone raising my hand?
So anyway, I reduced. My answer that I should get is
2.
2.
I will.
Again, the next one, I'm going to make this improper here so I can just do my dividing a little easier. So that's going to change to 20 over 9. And then I'm going to rewrite what I have over here to keep it all the same. Starting on this side with the letter, dividing, and I'm keeping that negative. Yes. So I'm going to rewrite over here. I'm keeping my 20 over 9. I'm changing, and then I'm flipping. Okay. Oh wait. Yes, thank you. I'll just change it like this. So I'm going to do some reducing here. 5 and a 1. So I'm left with
25 over
25 over 9.
9. Negative 25.
Or 9. Wait.
And which is 2 and negative 2 and 7.
Yes, if you divide it out, you could have left it like this or put it back into a mixed number. What was it?
Negative 2 and 7.
Yeah, negative 2 and 7 ninths. So either way, you should have one of those answers. Yep, we have a negative on this side, so it has to be negative. Okay, fix it if you need to, yes. Again, I'm going to change these to improper. So I've got negative 14 over 5, and then
Negative 7.
negative 7 over 2. Starting on this side with the letter, dividing, and I'm keeping my negative. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite, keep, change, flip. I'm going to do some reducing here to save us some time. So a negative times a negative is a
Positive, so it would be 4 over 5.
Good there?
We did 10 together.
Okay.
Yeah, you're recording.
Yes. Let me do some scrolling just a second. Okay. Yes, we already did 10 together, so I'm just going to talk about this quickly. Okay, and I'm just going to do these here on my own. So the Parker family drove a total of 180 miles, 180. The distance is 1.5 times the distance that they drove on the first day. So we need to write an equation to figure out how many miles they traveled that first day. So I always like to start after the total of 180, and times means to multiply. So I'm going to take 1.5 and I'm going to use a letter. So I'm going to use D for distance, and then we would have solved from there. So I'm using my calculator to divide, and we should have got what?
Should have got 120 miles.
If you didn't label it, fix it. It would technically be minus half. We got to make sure we're labeling word problems. Okay, 120 miles. Okay, the next question is going to be set up in a similar way. Jose correctly answered 80% of the questions on a quiz. If he answered 16 correct, how many questions were on the quiz? So again, I like to start with my total. So I know that he answered 16 correctly, and I know that I have 80% times something. I'm going to use Q for quiz. Okay. Here's the only part that I'm wondering if it tricked us or not. We'll find out. I'm starting on the side with the letter, and I'm going to divide by 80%, but can I just divide it by 80?
No.
You do 0.8.
No, I need to change that, very good, to a decimal before I divide. Okay, so your answer should have been
20 questions.
20 questions, good.
Does anybody remember that equation we used last year a lot? That was part equals percent times whole.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Our part was the answers that we got correct. The whole was the total number of questions on the quiz, and then the percent was obviously the percent that you got, right?
Right, so we trying to find that. Yes. Good. Last one. Again, it's going to be set up pretty similarly to what we just talked about here. Demetrius deposited 60% of his paycheck into a savings account. What was the amount of his paycheck? So we're looking at the picture here that we have, and we can find our total here. So again, like I said, I kind of start backwards. I know the total in the account is $41.67. I know he put in 60% of the paycheck. I'm going to use the letter P. Starting on the side with the letter and thinking about the percents, I'm changing it to a decimal because I moved it over twice. So I used my calculator, and I got that the paycheck should have been
$69.45.
$69.45. Okay, questions? Nope.